Hello and welcome. My name is Guillem Lloret and I'm the Innovation Manager here in Mespack. Today I will be presenting you our newest machine, which is called the HF. We have developed it together with our partners and friends from Hofer. So let's start from the beginning. What are we feeding in this machine? Starting with the raw materials, what we would have are rail-ready pouches. So it's this type of pouches that you can see that they have little holes on the side that they can be placed inside of a rail. As our business model is not based on selling pouches, we wanted to give the freedom to our customers so they could decide to who they would like to buy them. We also offer a second option, which is putting a machine from us with roll stock fed and creating the pouches for feeding this machine itself. Starting with how the machine works, we have this in-feed buffer where we would be placing the rails. It moves automatically in front. It has control speed because we use an AC motor with a BFD, and we can stop really accurately so the pick and place can go and grab the pouch. Our pick and place system, we call it the intelligent line diverter. Why we call it intelligent? Because it decides which line needs pouches and will be feeding it. Just with one automatic feeder, we can go up to 4 lines. So we don't need more than one to fill all the 4 lines, which would be our biggest machine. How this works? It moves really fast on the sides using a servo motor. Once it's on the peak position, it will go down and grab the rail pneumatically. Then it goes up and it goes to the position that it should dump the pouches. Once it's there, we have a pneumatical pusher that would bring all the pouches inside. Once they are inside, it goes back and the line diverter goes to a drop position where we would throw the empty rail on a basket. We always throw the rails on the same basket so it's easy for the operator to take it out afterwards. Once this operation is finished, it would go grab a new rail and wait until another line needs more pouches. After the automatic diverter, what we have is a buffer. In this buffer, we place all the pouches. What we have are 2 cylinders that keep all the pouches all together, so we don't create gaps in between them, and we can keep a constant pressure to feed them on the star system. What is the star system? It's a really specific thing that we have done for this project, where our aim was to extract the pouches one by one, so we could have them separated and do some actions on them. Which actions were we wanting to do? Specifically 2. The first one is check which pouch do we have. If that is the really pouch that we need for that type of product, we can check it either morphologically by a shape, a color, or text, or whatever, or by checking a QR code or a barcode. The second action would be coding it. We can code pouches one by one, either using an inkjet or a laser coder. If in any moment we would detect that the pouch is not the correct, instead of feeding it into the machine, we would reject it here through a basket that we would have. So we are assuring for 100% that no bad pouches go inside of the machine. Once the pouches are coded and inspected, we can put them inside of our transport system. Our transport system is a 2-up system, and it works at 40 cycles per minute. The star system works at 80 cycles per minute because it's a 1-up. So the whole machine output for one line, it can be up to 80 pouches per minute. The first station that we have in here is the filling station. The filling station is continuous motion. And let me stop for a second here and explain a little bit about sustainability and how this machine can help us on being on a more geared thing mode. So as we have filling through the spout and also continuous motion, what we can do is reduce the headspace of the pouch. this headspace can be reduced up to a 15%. Also, I would like to mention that the pouches that I've showed you at the beginning of this demo, they are made in together with Hofer and BBC cell pack, and they are 100% polyethylene pouches. These polyethylene pouches can be recycled already on the PE stream. So let's continue with the nozzles. As you can see, we have a red part here that is really specific for this machine as well, that we have designed it really specifically for this machine. What it is, it's a polyurethane tip. This polyurethane tip makes that when we are closing for filling, it closes really hermetically with the pouch and we avoid spilling all the product on the closure. It has a second action that we would like it to do, that it's not hitting versus metal inside. It's hitting the metal versus the polyurethane. Doing so, we avoid that we are chipping metals inside. The next station that we would have is the cleaning station. This cleaning station is activated by a cylinder, so it goes up and down, and it's fed by filtered water. This filtered water should come from the customer stream itself, and what we do is we close the hole from the nozzle and we spray some water and we clean all the surface where we could have spilled product. Just afterwards, what we do is we take the cap. We call this system a tear-off. It's a really easy system. It's just 2 springs here, so it's easy maintenance, easy way of working. And when the pouch is passing, we are just taking the cap and placing it in the top of the pouch. The next station is the cap screwing station. What we do is, using servo, we can adjust the torque, so everything can be adjusted from the HMI, and we can adjust the torque for each different receipt that we would be running on the machine. After that, we have the cap checking station. In this case, we've went to a more simple solution, just using 2 fiber optics where we can know that the height is correct, but we could go for a more sophisticated system using an artificial vision camera where we would make a photo, we could check the height, and also, for example, we could check the color and reject the pouch if the color would not be the appropriate one. Just after that one, we would have a reject station. In this reject station, we would reject everything that would come from the start and would have a defect. For example, over or under top caps, or if a cap would have a wrong color, or if it would be over or under dosed. And the last station is just the out belt. In this case, we put a simple out belt, but this can be tailor-made to our customer needs. But for demo purposes, we thought that a normal out belt would be enough. So important things that I would like to mention about this machine. First of all, it's a modular machine. So from this point here up to this point, we can open the machine and we can put as much stations as required per our customer needs. So it's 100% customizable. The second thing that is really important is its design. As you can see, everything is really open. It's really easy to access everywhere. For this machine, this prototype, we've made it 100% in inox, so it's a washdown machine. We also have a non-washdown option, and if it's washdown or not washdown, everything is under the clean design rules. Talking about the range, which are the capabilities of this machine. As I told you, this is the HF 2400, 2000 because it has 2 lanes, 400 because it has 4 nozzles, 2 nozzles per lane. We can go up to 160 pouches per minute. It has a smaller sister and a bigger sister. The smaller sister is the HF 1200, which would be 1 lane with 2 nozzles, and we can go up to 80 pouches per minute. And the top of the line, the biggest one, is the HF 4800, which has 4 lines, 8 nozzles, and can go up to 300 pouches per minute. In means of flexibility, what we can also do is split the machine in half. We could add another hopper, we could add another vibrator ball, and we could really split the machine like if it would be 2 different machines. Doing so, we could even create 1 line for orange juice, the other line for apple juice, and make variety packs on the go. So that's everything I wanted to present you today. I hope that you enjoyed this presentation as much as I enjoyed doing it. And please, if you would have any question, anything, any doubt that you would like to ask us, please don't hesitate and go forward and contact us at Mespack. Have a good day.